Hi everyone, it's Jeanette here from the Sewing Studio with block 6. Can you believe it? We're at block 6 already of the Stars Quillow project. Let me just bring it into shot for you because I'm going to say this every time. So I'm going to stop saying I'm going to say this every time because I am. It's an Ohio star, one of my favourite star blocks. All my star blocks are the favourites. That's all I'm going to say. But really nice one. So we're introducing quarter square triangles into this now, which we haven't done in any of the previous blocks yet. So we're just broadening our skills. We're redoing some half square triangles as well. So we're building on skills that we've done previously and we're adding some new elements in. But they'll be very familiar. The technique we're going to use is very similar to making half square triangles. So don't be afraid anybody new into this. It's perfectly doable. So we're just going to take our time. So I've got the lovely printout that our lovely Blake did for us that's got the actual picture of the block with the layout for the different fabrics and then the requirements underneath as well. So we can see from that what we're going to need is 2 of our 3B, what I'm labelling 3B fabrics. Now for me, that's this pink script, 1 background, and then 1 2B, which is this sort of orange dotted fabric. So they're all 6-inch squares. And then in 5-inch squares, we're going to need 2 background, 1 1B, so that for me is brown script, and 1 4B, so that's a green script. So those are going to be our half square triangles. These we're going to turn into our quarter square triangles. And then for our centre, our 1A there, we've got a 4.5 inch, and for me that is fabric 1A, so this is also this brown fabric. So I'm going to start with the half square triangles. It's a nice easy thing to start with, and as I said, we've done that previously. It's also going to help us with our technique for our quarter square triangles or our hourglass blocks. So these are the 5-inch squares. So I've got the 2 background and my green script, as I said, which is 4B, and then my 1B. And what I'm going to do is draw a line corner to corner on the background fabric. I mean, it doesn't have to be the background fabric, it just needs to be 2 of the squares. I just do it on the background fabric because you can sort of see it a bit easier. So corner to corner, nice diagonal line. And then I'm going to pair those up with 1 of each of those squares. So one's going to go with the green and one's going to go with the brown. And then we're going to take those to the machine and we're going to sew 1/4 inch or a very scant, what we call a scant, so slightly narrower than 1/4 inch, either side of that line. So let's just put a couple of pins in to hold it. So there's those 2 sewn. Let's take the pins out. I'm going to take them to the iron. Actually, I'm going to cut them apart first and then I'm going to take them to the iron. So let's just cut those and we're going to just cut on our drawn line. Now all I did, just in case anybody hasn't seen any of the previous videos, to get that slightly narrower than 1/4 inch, is as I was sewing it, I had my 1/4 inch bar just slightly to the outside of the line, and that just pulls that seam in just a little bit closer. Now these are slightly oversized, so we're just going to trim them back, and they need to come out at 4.5 inches, or trimmed to 4.5 inches, because we want them to finish at 4 in the block. So I'm just going to have a very small amount to trim. Now that one, 2 of my sides were quite straight, so I'm just going to trim on 2 sides and just take off that little dog ear. Now on this one, my sides weren't quite so square, so I'm trimming all 4 sides. There we are, so that's all the waste we had from that. And we've got now 4 blocks, which are all half square triangle blocks, which are all perfectly sized at 4.5 inches to go with our centre square. So those are all done. So we can now turn our attention to the quarter square triangle blocks, or the hourglass blocks. Now for this, let me just bring in the, the diagram, because you can see our units are made up of sort of 2 pink quarter square triangles, an orange quarter square triangle and a background piece. So what I'm going to do, what we need to do is put a pink with the background. So that's my 3B with the background. So the one that you've got 2 squares of. One goes with the background and one goes with the colour. So we're going to do exactly the same thing. I'm going to draw a diagonal line from corner to corner. And I'm not really worrying, the script is a little bit directional, but I'm not really worrying about direction on this. And then on one of your other 2 squares, now I've chosen the lighter one just because I think it will be easier for me to see the line. And we're going to do exactly the same that we've done with our half square triangles. So the first thing in this step is we're going to make half square triangles. So we're going to do our scant 1/4 of an inch again on both of these blocks. Now I'm going to cut these apart again, and we're going to press them, but we're not going to trim them yet. We've got another step to do before we trim. Okay, so just to say, I've pressed all my seams under the pink fabric for now. I think that should work. If it doesn't, we'll repress, but I'm pretty sure that will work. So we're now going to take one of the half square triangles that's got the orange and pink and one that's got the background in pink, and we're going to place them so that the pink are opposite each other. So we've got a background on a pink and an orange on a pink on that side. And we're going to just nest those together, and I just tend to give that seam just a little bit of a rub to help to sort of push them together. And I'm going to do it at both ends. I'm just going to put a pin there, and the same with this one. So the pink needs to go in opposite places. So once again, let me just put that under the close-up. We've got a background with a pink and a pink with an orange. Now we're going to draw another diagonal line. This time we're going to go this way, so it sort of goes across that seam. Corner to corner. And now we're going to repeat the process of doing our scant 1/4 of an inch seams either side of the line again. So if we look now, before we cut anything, oh actually we can't, we need to cut, Jeanette. We can't look yet. Got ahead of myself. Now we can open them and look, and there's our hourglass block all made. And we should have 4 that all look the same, with the pinks opposite each other and then a background and the orange. So I'm going to take them to the iron, give them a press, and then I'm going to trim them down to 4.5 inches. Okay, so let's trim. Now I'll just show you on one about where I line up the angle. So we've still got that 45-degree angle, so I'm still going to put that along this seam here and look for my 45-degree. Now the other thing just to think is we're trimming this down to 4.5, and we want to make sure that we square it up evenly. So I'm going to look for 2.25 inches on this side and make sure I'm at the 2.25. So for me, if I could just move that out of the way and put that actually under a piece of paper, my 2¼ inch mark. There's my 2½ and 2½ there. So 2¼ is sort of 1 or 2 notches back from that. Now, depending on your ruler, but just look for your 2¼ because that needs to be the centre of the block to get to the 4½. We don't want to trim one side to have more on it than the other. I hope that made sense. So let's find the 2½, and then I can just move that back. And this is definitely where the adage of measure twice, cut once comes in. So I'm going to double check that. So 2, 2½, back 1/4 inch, 2¼ and 2¼. Yeah, and you should have plenty on this to trim. And then once I've got 2 sides done with my 2¼ I should now just be able to measure it to the 4½. I'm just double checking that my 2¼ is definitely coming in from this side as well, and it is. Yeah. So that's just a little technique of trimming them up and making sure that everything stays level. Once you've sort of got your eye in the place on the ruler, you can mark it. You can get like these little arrows and things you can sort of stick on to point to. But I tend to find once my eyes pick the spot, she said, that's tempting fate, isn't it? I can keep looking for that particular spot on the ruler. But I like these creative grids for that. They do make it nice and easy. Okay, so I've trimmed all my bits, so they're all now at 4½ inches. So if we bring in our layout diagram here, let's put our centre square in the centre, and then our hourglass or 1/4 square triangle blocks. We're going to go around so that the orange is touching that centre square. Or I should say that's fabric 2B. You might not be using orange. In fact, most of you probably won't be using orange. And then our half square triangles go in the corners. So we have the 2 brown ones at opposite corners pointing out, and then the 2 green ones going in the other 2 opposite corners pointing out. So now we can just assemble like we would a normal 9-patch block. So I always do right on to left. So I'm going to put that there, and this one. And I tend to pin with my pin sort of pointing at the corner that I need to start from. Now at home, I don't have so much of an issue because I sort of assemble things right next to me, so I'm not carrying things to the machine quite as much as when I'm here. But it's easy to sort of get your blocks a little bit turned around in transit. Now that's got a match point down the bottom. That one's got it at the top. And my seams, because I've pressed towards the pink, they are going in opposite directions. So I'm just going to also put a pin there just to make sure that that stays in place. So I'm going to take those to the machine, do a 1/4 inch. So this is our standard 1/4 inch now. And then once those 3 are on, we can attach those 3rd. And then we're going to do the horizontal rows. So let's just pick everything there, keeping it in the right orientation. So let's give that a press, but that's what our block is looking like. So let's give it a press because that will look a lot nicer. So there it is. Really nice, simple-ish block to do. Just take your time. Just make sure you sort of nest those seams and all your points should come out lovely, but it's actually quite a quick, simple one to do. But we've introduced the quarter square triangles in the hourglass block into this one. So that's it, block 6. We're almost halfway through. We're halfway through the front of the quilt. So I hope you've enjoyed that. As always, if you've got any comments or questions, please do put them in the comments. We are looking at those, and we are endeavouring to add little videos or clips or answer them as we're going along. So please feel free to do that. Also, if you've been making your blocks, do feel free to share your photos with us on any of our social media platforms. So thank you for your time today. I hope you've enjoyed doing the block 6 of the Stars Quillow project, and I hope you'll join me here next time for block 7.